Hello everyone, welcome back to our speech and OT classroom. I'm Miss Maddie and today we are going to read a story called The Seasons of Arnold's Apple Tree. So let's touch and say, The Seasons of Arnold's Apple Tree. And then we can get out our core boards, or you could touch on the screen and touch turn the page. All right, and look here, we can see 4 pictures. And each picture is talking about a different season. This is what his apple tree is going to look like in each season. And our seasons are summer, fall, winter, and spring. So let's see what our apple tree is going to be like in each season. Let's turn the page. Turn the page again. The Seasons of Arnold's Apple Tree. All right, let's look at this picture. How does the tree look in this picture? I don't see many leaves on it, but it looks like they're starting to come back. This must be Arnold following with his dog. Let's turn the page. Arnold climbs high into the branches of the apple tree. He can see far, far away in every direction. Let's use our core board and touch go up. Look, Arnold went up the tree. He is at the top of the tree now. Look at his dog below the tree. His dog is looking at him from below the tree. All right, let's turn the page. This is Arnold's very own secret place. This is Arnold's apple tree. Let's touch and say Arnold's apple tree. And look at his tree. Are there apples on his tree? No, I don't see any apples. I see some green leaves maybe. No apples. Let's turn the page. Arnold's tree keeps him very busy all through the year. So let's look at this picture. What is this white stuff on the ground? I think it's some leftover snow, so maybe winter just ended. And maybe it's spring now. Let's turn the page. It is spring. Look at that. Arnold watches the small buds grow on his apple tree. Let's look at the picture. What is Arnold holding right here? He's touching the buds on his tree. All right, and let's touch. It is spring. See the bud? So it's spring outside and we can see Arnold's buds on his tree. Let's turn the page. Some of the buds develop into sweet-smelling apple blossoms. Look, here's turn again. Our buds turn into apple blossoms. Look at this picture. Do we think it's spring still? We see blue skies with a couple clouds, and there's flowers growing in the ground. I think it's spring still. And where is Arnold? Where is he? Yep, he is sitting at the top of the tree. All right, let's turn the page. Carefully and quietly, Arnold watches bees collect nectar from the blossoms to make honey. What are these bugs flying around? What are those? Yep, they're the bees, and the bees are collecting nectar. Let's touch. See the bee. And look, you can touch the bees on the screen. Let's count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 bees in this picture. I see 6 bees. All right, let's turn the page. Everyone say and touch. Turn the page. Arnold makes a swing for his apple tree. What's he putting on his tree? Yep, he's putting a swing on his tree. Let's touch. Make a swing. Look at his dog. His dog is behind the tree. And now his dog is next to him. Let's turn the page. He weaves an apple blossom wreath and hangs it from a branch. Look at that. He made a wreath. So let's touch. Make wreath. And look, I think our tree is changing. So maybe the season is starting to change too. I see more leaves and more buds on his tree. Let's turn the page. Arnold picks an armful of apple blossoms and brings it to his family. They make a flower arrangement together. What are they putting into the pot? Yep, they're putting flowers in the pot. Look, his dog is carrying some flowers in his mouth. So he went and he got the apple blossom. So let's say, get apple blossom. Get apple blossom. And now let's turn the page. It is summer. See, our season changed. It is summer now. Arnold's apple tree has big green leaves that rustle in the wind. What's different about this sky? What color is the sky now? Yep, it's yellow and it used to be blue. All right, let's touch. It is summer. And let's touch. See, green leaves. And look, touch the green leaves in the picture. Where are the green leaves? They're on top of the tree. Let's touch and say, turn the page. Arnold builds a tree house. Look at him putting his tree house in the tree. What is he standing on? Yep, he's using a ladder to reach the top of the tree. Let's touch, make tree house. And look, in this picture, you can see his tree house is all done. Let's turn the page. His apple tree shades him from the hot summer. Let's touch, see the sun. Let's touch the sun in the picture. There's the sun. And it's hot in the summer. So he's using his tree to shade him. What is he doing? What is he reading? Yep, he's reading a book. And he is eating. Let's touch eat on our core board. Eat. He's eating. All right, let's touch and say, turn the page. The green leaves shelter him during a summer shower. What's coming from the sky? What's falling from the sky? Yep, it's rain. It is raining. Let's touch, see the rain. And you can see all the dark clouds with the rain coming out. And Arnold's still getting shaded by his treehouse. Let's touch and say, turn the page. Arnold watches small apples begin to grow from where the blossoms used to be. They grow bigger, bigger. Look, what's he picking from the tree? An apple, a green apple. Let's touch and say, see the green apple. All right, let's turn the page. And bigger. With some of the big green apples, Arnold does a juggling act for his tree friend. Look at these apples. What color are these ones? They're starting to change. Yep, he has 2 red apples. And look, he's playing with his apples. So let's touch play on our board or on the screen. All right, let's turn the page. It is fall. What's different about the tree in fall? What's different now? Yep, the leaves are yellow and the apples are red. Arnold's apple tree now has big, red, tasty apples. Look, he's eating an apple. Let's touch eat again. All right, and let's touch and say, see the red apple? And it is fall. Let's turn the page. The green leaves have turned golden. They drift to the ground. What is he doing? What's Arnold doing? Yep, he's raking up the leaves as they fall to the ground. Let's touch leaves turn gold. Go down. The leaves fell down. Let's touch and say, turn the page. Arnold gathers some of the leaves and brings them up to his treehouse to make a soft floor to lie on. Look, he brought some leaves up to his treehouse. Look at the apples falling to the ground. So Arnold collected leaves. He got all the leaves. So let's touch and say, get leaves. Now we have to turn the page. Arnold shakes the branches and red apples fall to the ground. He puts them in a basket and takes them home. Apple go down. Get apples. Oh, look at Arnold. He's getting the apples and he's putting them in the basket and taking them home. Let's turn the page. Arnold and his family make apple pies with apples from Arnold's apple tree. Yum! Do you like apple pie? I do. Let's touch. Make apple pie. Here they are in the kitchen. His dad is stirring. He's rolling. His mom is peeling. Let's touch and say, turn the page. They put the rest of the apples into a cider press and make fresh apple cider. Do you like apple cider? We drink apple cider. I like apple cider. Let's touch, make apple cider. Now let's turn the page. On Halloween Day, Arnold decorates some of the biggest apples. Look, what is he doing to the apples? Yep, he's painting the apples, getting ready for Halloween. So let's touch, ready for Halloween. And now we turn the page. They glow in the moonlight under his tree on Halloween night. What's Arnold dressed as for Halloween? Who knows? Yep, he's a pirate. And look, he sees the moon, and the moon is glowing on his tree. Let's touch and say, see the moon. And we can touch the moon in our picture. There it is. Let's turn the page. It is winter. Let's touch and say, it is winter. Snow falls. It is quiet. The branches of Arnold's apple tree are bare. What is all on the ground and what is falling from the sky? Yep, it is snow. Let's touch, see snow. No leaves. No apples. Now let's turn the page. Arnold hangs strings of popcorn and berries on them for the winter birds to eat. Look, are there any apples on the tree? No. He put popcorn and berries on the tree. Put popcorn and berries. Let's touch. Put popcorn and berries. Now let's turn the page. He built a snow fort around the bottom of his tree. What's he doing? He's making a snowball, right, for his fort. Let's touch, make snowball. Now let's turn the page. Arnold builds a snowman to keep him and his tree company during the winter. Look at his snowman. What did he put on his snowman's head? Yep, he put on a hat and I see some leaves underneath. Let's touch, make snowman, and turn the page. The snow melts away. It is spring again. So remember at the beginning of the story, this is how his tree looked. It's spring again. Let's touch, no snow, spring again. Let's turn the page. All done, we are all done the book. Let's touch, all done book. Turn the page. All right, and here is our 4 pictures again. Remember, we started in spring, then it was summer, then it was fall, and then it was winter. All right, thank you all for listening to the story. Now you can go watch the lesson about this story.